I forgot to weigh myself this weekend, so I'm gonna have to do that during the week when I make a stop to get gas and water. But I am going to show you my calorie tracker and spreadsheet so you can see what I ate this week. And so when you do get to see how much I lost, hopefully, you'll know kind of what this week was able to do for me. And I'm also going to show you what we had for dinner today. I started cooking last night at around midnight. I didn't stay up all night. I just put it in the oven in low temperature and let it go. But it was pretty good. Okay, dinner today is mashed potatoes and brown gravy, some green beans, a shank ham that I've already cut up, and it was cooking for about 14 hours, and some candied yams. I am just having the green beans and the ham. Don't those yam patties look delicious? Here is my calorie tracker for this week. This is week 6, starting on Sunday. I have a total of 13.8 carbs for the day. That morning I had the 2 breakfast burrito things that I showed on the video. Didn't really eat anything for lunch. I did grab, before I had dinner, a couple slices of king cotton bacon, and then for dinner I had some cabbage, green beans, and a pork chop. Monday I had a small bowl of cottage cheese for breakfast. As usual, a regular wrap. And then for dinner, it was an Angus patty, a bag of steamed broccoli. After the broccoli was cooked, I put the Angus patty, put cheese on the Angus patties, and then had a couple of slices of the bacon a little bit after dinner, more as like the snack, dessert. And then on Tuesday, 18.3 carbs. Oh, I forgot to say Monday. I almost got to the full 20 on Monday. Tuesday, 18.3. Eggs for breakfast. Wrap for lunch. Same thing kind of for dinner, except I had some lettuce that I put down instead of broccoli, just broccoli. So. And on Wednesday, 17 carbs. Same breakfast, same lunch. And for dinner, I did the Kentucky ham. It's a pre-packaged little ham. It's got thick slices. I cut it up, put it into a skillet, got a little sear on it. Put that on the spring salad mixed with some shredded Munster cheese. The Munster cheese didn't have any net carbs. And then the Lighthouse Home Style Ranch. I did have a couple servings of that. And then the king cotton bacon that I had dehydrated. I had a couple slices. And on Thursday, 17.1 eggs for breakfast, a wrap for lunch. I think this day that I finished off the package of smoked turkey. It's like the thin store-bought stuff. You can have 9 slices. It's just a couple ounces. Angus patty, and I got a bundle of collard greens and turnip greens that I cut off the rib and then chopped up, put it in a pot. Used 3 pieces of the king cotton bacon, crumbled them up to put in with it, and then it ended up being about 2 full cups from all of that cooked. So it was basically like 4 servings. So 2 of the collard greens, 2 of the turnips, and then the Angus patties. And the turnip greens actually turned out pretty good. I just seasoned them with a little bit of that Kingsford seasoning, not quite a, you know, a mixed greens seasoning. So next time if I do that, I'm actually going to get a package of mixed green seasoning because I think it'll have a little bit better flavor. But it did taste pretty good with the bacon in it. And then Friday, 21.4, almost to that maximum of 22. Eggs for breakfast, a wrap for lunch using that Kentucky ham. And then for dinner, I stopped at Subway to get a Calorie fresh steak salad, and it was supposed to be with the Baja Chipotle dressing, but they put mayonnaise on it. It didn't have the smashed guacamole that was they show in the picture, and it was horrible with mayonnaise. And so I really didn't eat that much of it. I tried to pick out some of the lettuce and some of the steak, but I ended up throwing most of it away because the mayonnaise was so thick and just had a slight sweetness to it. It wasn't the mayonnaise that I would normally use at home, which is Hellman's. It was some other kind, and I just did not sit very well. So my wife had an extra piece of fried catfish, so I had that, and then later I put some Kentucky ham slice in a skillet, used the last of my Munster cheese, melted on there, and so that's what I had later, because yeah, that was a horrible salad. And if that's what Subway is doing now, they can keep their refresh or whatever they're doing, because that salad was ridiculously expensive for how big it was. It was like $11, and it was in a super small container, and I was so angry I did not take a video of it to show you, and I should have, because it was messy. And then Saturday, eggs for breakfast. We went to Cracker Barrel for lunch. I had the spicy catfish, which you get 2 pieces of baked catfish with a spicy seasoning. I got their mixed greens and their green beans. And then for dinner, I did a cauliflower rice, which I still had in the freezer from a couple weeks ago. Kraft sharp cheddar doesn't have any net carbs, so I grated some of that up and added some grilled chicken bites. It's like kind of like if it was a chicken fajita already seasoned, but this bag didn't have seasoning on it. And then I also had a chocolate peanut butter keto coffee energy drink thing by the Bang Company, and it was pretty good. And so that's what I had, and that was 14 carbs for the day. And here is my spreadsheet for the week. As you can see, there should be. Oh wait, no, that was no eggs. That was the day that I had the cottage cheese. So I had a few less eggs, bacon slices. I had a whole package of bacon that I dehydrated, and that worked out really well. I'm probably going to do that on another week. I was hoping to get some beef sliced up this weekend so I can make some more jerky. But when I asked them if I could get it sliced, they were like, "Oh, we can't slice that ever since COVID. If you wanted a different, meat that wasn't on sale, we could do it." But I don't know what the difference is. Like, it shouldn't be because of COVID that you're not doing it if you're slicing anything else. You should say, we're not slicing it because it's on sale, and just leave it at that. And because otherwise it sounds really dumb, because if you're going to slice everything else I pick out, then you should slice the stuff that's on sale too. But I ended up not getting it. So here's all the different stuff that I had. The eggs, I did jumbo eggs this week instead of large eggs. The King Cotton bacon slices that I dehydrated in that video. A little bit of lettuce that I had left over from the previous week that I finished off. A lot of American cheese. That is 1 net carb per slice. It adds up. The shredded cheeses with no net carbs, because I was really picky about what I picked out. the cottage cheese. I think I have a couple of the spinach wraps left to use up this week. A center cut bone and pork chop. The steamed cabbage, which was a fresh cabbage. Everybody else, I had some that was set aside separate from everybody else's. Everybody else got cabbage that had sugar added to it. Mine didn't. Then some canned green beans. I'm a big fan of this spring salad mixture. It has arugula, baby spinach, a couple of things like that. It was pretty good. That or the spinach and kale mix, I really like both of those. The sliced lunch meat and the Kentucky deli ham, frozen Angus patties. And this mixed greens is the one that I made. That's the one from Cracker Barrel. Breaded catfish. Yeah, that was a horrible Cali fresh steak salad. Horrible. So not bad. You can see my totals. I'm staying under the 22 carb average per day. The amount of protein that I'm consuming is kind of where we want it to be. I should be eating stuff with a little more healthy fats or doing something to add healthy fats to what I'm having to bring that up a little bit more. And I'm still pretty good ways under my goal of 1,800 calories for the week. I'm going to weigh myself after work tomorrow, so you'll see how much I've lost. I'm sorry I forgot to do that yesterday, but we'll get that resolved and taken care of. But that was week 6. So, thank you.